Hello, everyone. Hi, guys. When you pop on, if you can just let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. Hello, hello. I see some people joining. If you can just let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. And then let me know where you are watching from. That would be awesome. Can't see. Okay, now I can see some people. You can hear me? Awesome. Today we are going to make these really pretty fall tags with Prima's new pumpkin and spice collection. It's a really pretty fall collection. A lot of pretty leaves and flowers and gorgeous papers. And I also used some of their new chipboard. These are just a few pieces I did ahead of time. I will emboss one piece live just because I make a huge mess when I emboss. But Natalie is going to be modding for us today. And I'm Shannon Helwig, and I'm part of the Prima design team. And I think let's go ahead and get started since we're going to do 2 tags here. So what I did is I started off with Prima's chipboard tags. These are really great sturdy tags, and I went ahead and painted them with black gesso. Just because I want that little bit of framing of black around where I'm going to place the paper. So I'm going to set these over here. And let's see. So I did go ahead and cut out 2 pieces from the pumpkin and spice 6x6 paper pad. This is one of my favorite papers. I love it. It's so pretty. And all I did was trace it onto a piece of paper, and when I went to cut it, I just went in a little bit so I could have that nice little border. See that? So what we're going to do with these is we are going to use a stencil. And for this, I decided to use Finnabar's Harlequin stencil. I love this stencil. It's such a classic. Let's see. And we're going to be using Finnabar's Golden Nugget Paste. I love this paste. I feel like it doesn't get enough use from people. It is really beautiful. Let me open it up for you. It's in a clear gel, so it's going to dry clear. And if you can see, there's like black and gold glitter in it. So this is a really great way to, if you don't like the mess of glitter, to add some sparkle to your projects. And it's going to stay put because it's in this gel. If you can see on the tags that I completed, this is how it's going to dry. So you're going to be able to see the paper underneath, and then you're going to have that sparkle. Can you see that? Okay. So let me just move some of this stuff out of the way. How's everyone doing today? It is freezing here today. I finally turned my heat on. I live near Buffalo, New York, so fall has arrived. Let's see. Just gonna kind of do both of these at once. Just line them up as best as I can. And this is Finnabar's mixed media spatula. It's silicone. It's super nice to use with paste like this because it's gonna wipe right off. It's not gonna stick, so you don't have to worry about, you know, ruining your tools. So I'm just gonna dip into some of this, and I'm not gonna put a very heavy layer. Just want to get some of that glitter on there. But when using paste like this, it's very important to clean your stencil right away because it will dry up on there and be hard to remove later on, so we don't want to ruin our stencils, right? This is one of my favorites. This stencil came out quite a while ago, but I love it. Okay, so I'm just getting a thin layer on both of these tags. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to move your paper. So let me just line it back up. I think that's okay. Yeah, this paste came out with the unicorn paste, and initially I used the unicorn paste a lot more. But this is really just a gorgeous, gorgeous paste, especially for fall projects, I think, because of the black and gold glitter in it. It looks really nice against dark backgrounds. And I think you guys would really like it if you haven't tried it already. Has anyone tried it yet? Okay, I'm not gonna worry too much about this because we're gonna be adding a lot onto our tags, so it's not really gonna matter how perfect that is. So I'm gonna slowly lift this up, and that's what we get. And like I said, it's gonna dry clear, so you're not going to see that gel once it's dry. So I'm going to let it dry naturally for a little while we go on to the other steps, and if I need to, I'll take the heat tool to it. I'm just going to quickly wipe this off with some baby wipes. So happy Friday, everyone. Anybody have any exciting plans this weekend? I know we can't do much with COVID going on, but maybe you're gonna craft all weekend. That sounds like the perfect weekend to me. Okay. I usually wipe these off with baby wipes and get as much as I can off of them, and then I'll take it to the sink and hit it with some soap and water. just usually some Dawn dish soap. Will usually get whatever off of my stencils, but that's good enough for right now. So, let me just clean up my... And look how easily this is going to wipe right off. Lynette, you love that stencil so much it died. Oh, you're funny. Yes, I've had that happen to stencils before. And then I hate when it's something from a few years ago and then you can't find it again. All right. So I'm going to put these off to the side for right now, and hopefully they will dry. They usually don't take too long. This gel dries pretty fast. Okay. And so the next thing I want to do, I'm using some molds for these tags. So these are the molds that came with the pumpkin and spice collection. It's these molds, they're so cute. They have little pumpkins, leaves, and words that say give, thanks, and fall. Super cute. This is adorable. I love it. I highly recommend it. If you love molds as much as I do, this is a must for fall. So that is, that's what I use for those leaves. And then these are some older molds. They're redesign, elegant borders. I use that one. And originally I had used a different one on the other tag, but I decided for being live, it's not an even surface, so I really had to struggle to get everything to stay on there evenly. So I figured I'm going to make it easy on myself and just use one that's flat. And then these, I know you're going to be mad at me. They're old and you probably can't find them anymore. They're the Inkville Balm Shabby Chic Treasures. These frames, I love them. I've hoarded as many as I could. I decided to use 2 of them today, and I think this is my last one. So I love these Shabby Chic Treasures. If you can find them anywhere, grab them. Okay, so we're going to color these. And I decided to use 2 colors. We're going to use Finnabar's Sparks in Ginger Magic. This is a beautiful color for fall. Gorgeous. And another one is the Finnabar Metallic Paint in Blackberry. This is another really pretty color. So what I'm going to do is just get a little paint down on some plastic here. I always keep my packaging for when I paint. And then I'll get a little bit of this blackberry. And then I like to add water. When I use these, I love to water them down. Sometimes you'll get some really neat colors when you add water, especially to sparks. Sparks paint, you always get two colors that will come out of it. See, I can already see like a pink or purple color coming out, and then some of that sparkle. So I'm just going to get these on a paper towel. And I hope I'm on camera. I hope you can see. There. All right. So I'm going to spritz these with a little water. I also went ahead, obviously, and painted these with some black gesso, just because the colors will pop a little bit more on the black. I should have. All right, let's just, and I'm really not trying to be careful here, just throwing some color on. I think I need a little bit more. I love this Ginger Magic against black gesso. It's so beautiful. And get this one. And these molds, I actually used clay this time, just air dry paper clay. And I just took scissors and kind of cut them at an angle just to give it a little more interest when I put it on the tag. And then since these are wet, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of the watered down blackberry. Just want to kind of make them kind of two-tone color, like fall leaves. And you're not really gonna see a whole lot of these because I'm gonna layer flowers and things and chipboard on top, but there, that should be good. All right, I'm sorry, I gotta take the heat tool to it since I added so much water. Let's see. I'm gonna have to unplug this one light. I hope you can still see me okay. Sorry about the noise, guys. I don't usually use this as a heat gun, but I had it out because I'm going to be embossing. So almost done. I'm so sorry about the noise. Okay, that should be good enough. So see how pretty those look? The two colors. I really like that combination together. All right, so we got that done. I'm gonna set those off to the side. Here's our leaves. So pretty. I just love these molds. If you don't have them, you have to get them. They're adorable. Oh, Natalie, you're so sweet. All right. Let me clean up my mess again. And by the way, these are the Finnabar Art Basics paintbrushes. They come in a set of 7. They're my most favorite paintbrushes. They last forever. They're really good quality. I highly recommend those as well. They've been my favorite paintbrushes since day one. Alright, just gonna light this up a little. Alright, let's see how our tags are doing. I'm just going to hit them with the heat tool real quick. Sorry again. Do you guys have the new pumpkin and spice collection? If you haven't gotten it yet, I highly recommend getting it soon because I think already a few things have sold out on scrapbook.com. I know one of the flower sets did. Almost dry. Okay. I think it's dry enough. I got it a little heavy in some areas, so it's taking a little longer. And I don't know if I mentioned to you, I did put a coat of clear gesso on these papers before I went live today. Just because you want to always protect your paper from any paints or any mediums you might use. You don't want it to soak into your paper. You want to kind of have the colors sit on top. So, okay. Let's see. What did I do next? All right. I guess we'll go ahead and just stress the edges and add them to our tags. And this is another older tool. It's Engelbaum distressing tool. If you don't have this or a distressing tool, you can use a pair of scissors or on Jaya's last Facebook Live, she just used her fingernail, and it actually worked really well. I liked the way it looked. It wasn't so messy looking, and it was more controlled. And this makes a mess with paper everywhere. But I don't know why I always feel like I need to distress the edges of my paper. I guess I just like the way it looks. And then also you don't have to worry about having completely straight lines or anything, because the distressing kind of hides if you cut it a little crooked or something. So makes such a mess though. I think my blade on this tool is getting dull because it really doesn't want to distress too much anymore. That's okay. Move along to this one. Do you guys like to distress your papers on your projects? I think most people do, unless maybe if you're making cards and you want it to look really clean. All right, almost done with this. And I don't care if the paper rips or tears. I mean, to me, that just adds to the distress look. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and tear a little bit, but let's get rid of this mess first. That's the only thing I don't like about distressing. It just, all that paper makes a mess. Who here is a messy crafter? I try to keep things clean while I'm crafting, and I guess my desk usually will stay, you know, not too bad, but my craft room gets the brunt of it. If I'm looking for something, I'll tear into things and then I won't put them back where they belong. And then when I'm done with the project, it looks like a tornado has gone through my craft room. Okay, so do these. And what I did, if I have a pair of scissors, I guess I don't really need scissors. On the top of these, I just kind of tore a little piece, and I hope I'm on camera, and kind of folded the paper back a little, and I used a little heart from the puffy stickers, but I just kind of like to make it look a little rough. Alright, I'll do the same over here. I'll just rip this a little. Okay, I guess that's good enough. And if you can't get your paper to stay folded back, just wet it a little, and once it dries, it'll stay. All right, so let's add these to our tags. I'm just gonna use a little Fabri-Tac. I usually use 3D Match Out, but Fabri-Tac will dry really quickly, and that's what I want for being live. So, and I kind of don't put the glue all the way to the edges because I might want to rip some more of the sides a little. So, all right. You have to clean before you start a new project, Nicole. That's how I feel too. I just, I don't know. If everything's a mess, I feel like I can't concentrate. And so I am messy during the process, and then after the tornado happens, when I'm all done, I try to pick up everything. Because I think we've all been there before where our craft rooms get completely out of control, and then you end up spending 2 days, you know, organizing everything, and it's just not worth it. You could use those 2 days for crafting, right? Okay. So, there we go. Just press this down a little. So I know a lot of times with tags, you know, you have the hole and you put thread or whatever through it, but for this one I just wanted to hide the hole on top, and like I said, I just put a little sticker in these areas because I felt like the tag itself was busy enough with all the layers of flowers and everything. So there. And you can see that paste has mostly dried now. And so see, it's like it just dries clear with and leaves the glitter. Really pretty. Okay, so next, before I start gluing things on, I just want to add a little bit of stamping. So this is my favorite stamp from Finnabar. It's Gothic Book. I just love to add a little bit of text to my projects. I just love the way it looks. And we're going to use some archival ink. If you don't use archival ink, it's not going to stay permanent. So, and I'm not going to be, you know, super careful because a lot of this is going to get covered up. So, just going to add it where I think you'll see it. Because we're going to put big pieces of chipboard here, so. All right, now we'll do the other one. Let's see. guess that's good enough. You just want to add a little bit just for a little more interest on your tags. So it just gives it a little extra something. All right, so put those away. And actually, the next thing I'm going to do, and usually you do this at the end, but I'm going to do it now, is add some splatters with the Ginger Magic Sparks again, only because I don't really want it to, since I'm using a paint and not, you know, like watered down gesso, don't really want it to get all over my flowers and everything at the end. So I'm just going to add a little now. So I just watered it down a little, and I'm using a fan brush. It's usually what I do when I do splatters. So just gonna make a total mess here right now, and I just tap. And it's probably gonna get all over everything, including me, but oh well. I love splatters. Who loves splatters? Let's see some hearts. If you love to put splatters on your project, hit that heart button. Oh, I see some hearts. I think people like splatters. All right, so that's all I'm gonna do for right now. And you can see, I just love the way that looks. And true to my word, I made a mess over everything. So let me just wipe up my desk here before that dries. Usually if I'm using, you know, white gesso or even black gesso, I'll do the splatters at the end. But I just really didn't want it to get on everything, so decided to do it before I add my elements. Okay. Just wipe this up a little. Look at that color. Even on a baby wipe, it's gorgeous. All right, I'm just gonna give these a quick dry. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Just want to make sure it's, well, I guess it's not completely dry, but it'll be fine. So let's see, the next thing we're gonna do is add our chipboard. This is Prima's gorgeous, gorgeous new chipboard. Look at that. I already embossed these pieces, and I'm gonna do one live with you so you can see it. But isn't it so pretty? I love this embossing powder too. It's, let me find it. It's Stampendous Aged Black Embossing Enamel, and it's black, and then it has specks of gold in it, and I guess also silver, because it really gives you like 3 colors on here, and it's just gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue these down. Let me show you that chipboard real quick. These are the chipboards that I'm using today, Flourish Gate and Lace and Heart. So I'm going to be using this piece and this piece, and then both of these pieces. Okay, so right now, that's the Flourish Gate, and this is the Lace and Heart. So gorgeous. You got to get these chipboards. I think there's like 12 of them. So beautiful. Such pretty designs. You're gonna want them all. So I'm gonna take my 3D matte gel and quickly glue these down. I'm just going to try to hit some of the bigger areas on the back of this. And I like to use 3D matte gel because if any seeps out, I can clean it up with a brush and it's not going to leave a mark on the paper, so you're not even going to know that any was on there. But this chipboard is just beautiful. And it actually, in the package, it comes with a couple foam dots on the back. You should keep those because it'll give dimension to your project. Now, when you're embossing, obviously you might want to remove them. I made the mistake, and the first time I melted the little foam dots on the back. But it was fine. It didn't show. But you can carefully remove them and put them back. So it's really nice. And we're all about dimension, right? I love to create dimension on my projects. So there we go. And I'm just going to kind of put this here and press it down. And just clean up the little areas that seep out. Nothing big. And even if you didn't clean it up, it would dry clear, so you wouldn't really see it. Okay. That's good enough. Let's get this one down. Now you guys know I'm a slow crafter, and taking on 2 tags today was a little bit of a stretch, so I know like I have about 20 minutes left, so I will do my best, guys. If you can't stay for the whole thing, it'll always be on replay. But I'm really going to try my best to finish on time. So I'm just still randomly adding a little of the 3D matte gel. Guess that's good. press it down. I'm so happy Prima came out with chipboard. I feel like that's one of the staples of mixed media art. You know, use maybe a stencil with some paste, and sometimes I use molds and chipboard and flowers, and you build up your composition. And they just came out with different designs that are going to work with any of your projects. There's like a steampunk looking one that has some gears and you know, some clocks with wings and things like that. And then you have some beautiful flourishes like this. And then there's one that has like a grid, and it almost looks like paint splatters on it. That's really cool. So, let's see. All right, almost done with this. All right. So that's where we're at so far. You guys like it? Thanks, Debbie. All right, now we are going to add our molds. And I'm going to be mindful of where I place it. I don't mind if it sticks out on top, but I don't want it to stick out on the bottom because I didn't add the holes. I can't really hang it or anything. I might just set it up against something, so I don't want it to hang off the bottom. So, all right, so we'll put some 3D matte gel on that. And push it down. And I just have a little bit of seepage over here. Clean that up. And a little on the side. Here we go. I love those colors together. Just the golds and the silver and the black and the brown. I think it just totally looks like fall. Hi, Jen. You are asking what you do with tags. That's a good question, and that's why I have only recently started making tags. I would see all kinds of mixed media artists make tags, and I thought, why? What are you going to do with these things, you know? You can't really use them as a card. They're kind of too big for tags on a gift, even though they're called tags. But I came to appreciate them as kind of mini canvases in a way. Just like mini little substrates to, you know, make art. And so I just kind of stand mine up in my craft room or give them away as little presents. And yeah, so I know they're called tags, but I don't really use them as a tag. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you guys can answer that question. But it's funny. I always thought tags were stupid. Why are people making tags? But now I kind of love them. They're just, you know, little bits of art, I guess. Tiny canvases. So that's where we're at. All right, now I have to look at this to see. I think I put the frames next. And then the next piece of chipboard, and then we'll get into the flowers, then we're done. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to kind of put this in the center. I guess I kind of stuck that off on the... Oh, maybe I put them this way. Yeah, I think that's what I did. Put them this way. All right, so I'm just going to glue those frames down. And just kind of try to find the middle. Doesn't really matter. All right. Just clean that up a little, even though you're not going to see that part. That's good. Let's check this one. That's pretty good. All right. So next we're going to add our next piece of chipboard. So for this one, I'm going to use this piece. And on this one, I'm going to use this piece. As you can see, I have not embossed it yet, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And I swear, I make such a mess when I emboss. I don't know why. I just do. So we're going to move things around a little bit. And I usually take a piece of paper and some birthmark or any kind of embossing and gonna press it into that. You want to be pretty gentle. You don't want to break the chipboard. And my stamp pad is kind of drying up a little, so gotta make sure I get enough on there. Do you guys make a mess when you emboss? I love the look of it, but to me it's a hassle sometimes because I inevitably get the embossing powder everywhere. So I'm going to try not to do that. All right, I think I got that pretty good. So now I'm going to take the Stampendous Aged Black Embossing Enamel and we're going to just douse it with that. Look at that color. I just love the big chunks of gold in there. And I think I have tweezers somewhere. Hopefully. Yes. Okay, so I'm carefully tap off the excess. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I don't tap off the excess enough. I don't know. I'm going to put this over here. And then we want to put this back into our bottle because we don't want to waste all that good stuff. There we go. Perfect. No mess so far. But this is where it usually happens. When I take the embossing tool, the powder is gonna fly everywhere. All right. I'll try to put this so you guys can see the colors turn. There we go. And I apologize about the noise. I just wanted to bring it up closer. I hope you guys could see it as it melted. And isn't that just beautiful? Love that. All right. And you see the mess. It's not as bad as usual. But let me just clean up some of this. Yeah, see, I don't know why I always makes a mess. All right. Oh gosh. I know it's 3 o'clock, guys. If you have to go, I understand. I'm so sorry, I'm running late. So I'm gonna put this here. Oh, that moved. All right, so let's glue down this. Oh, maybe I'll just put a little. And then this one, I kind of want it to stick out a little. Just gonna put some here. All right, let me see. Okay, now I'm going to add a little leaf. These are with the new pumpkin and spice collection. I love these leaves, they're so cute. You get quite a few in a pack. So I kind of want that to stick out on the side so you can see it. So I'm just going to add a little bit. Oops, I'm making a mess. And then I'm going to add one of these flowers. I'm sorry, I can't think of the name. They come from this pack, beautiful flowers. It's 648411. Natalie should have the link for those. So I'm just gonna glue these down in the middle. And these are mostly just so I can build up some dimension. And then I'm gonna take one of each of my leaves that we made and colored. And I'm going to kind of tuck those under there. Under there. All right. Then we're going to add some more leaves. I kind of put 2 on each side. So just kind of want to go like that. So I'm kind of just adding 2 on each side of where I'm going to put the main flower, which is this one. And again, let's see, that's from this pack of flowers, and it's 648404. Gorgeous. So I'm just gonna glue those down. We're almost done, guys, I promise. We just gotta add the embellishments. I gotta add the leaves on this side. Aren't these leaves the cutest? I just love them. And they do have glitter on them. So they just add a little extra touch. And then we'll put our main flower down in the middle. There we go. And let's see. Then I added a few random flowers around. Maybe on this side here. And these cute little ones, they're adorable. That one there. And then I fussy cut a pumpkin from the 6x6 paper pack. Nothing wants to stick. See, I'm trying to hurry now, so nothing's going to do what I want it to do. And I'm just going to kind of tuck in this pumpkin up here somewhere. I'll do the same on this side. And then I cut out this pumpkin. I love this check pattern with the collection. So cute. All right, I think I added a few more flowers around, but I'm gonna just stop there and just add the finishing touches. Are you guys still with me? Yep. So this is how they're looking so far. So we're just building up some dimension with molds, chipboard, leaves, flowers. And it looks like that. So what I like to do on my center flowers is add a little bit of paint. And I'm going to add a tiny touch of the Ginger Magic again. And you'd be amazed how pretty it looks. So I'm going to water that down. Okay. And then I'm going to just spray a spritz or two of water onto my main flower. And then I'm just going to kind of add a little bit wherever I feel like it. And even go in if I want to add a little more sparkle. Do as little or as much as you want. I just think it really adds a special touch. So I'll go in over here, just add a little bit. You might want to put some clear gesso on your flowers if you do this step. But it's not necessary. You're really not putting that much on. Alright. Just going to quickly hit that with the heat tool. We're almost done. Two more things, I think. Okay, so I also added a few of Frank Garcia's memory hardware pearls. These are, I think maybe the original ones that came out. They're like black, gold, and like that blackberry color. So I added 2 of those to the center of each flower. So I'm going to take my 3D match out and just put a little down and throw those on there. Just clean up the excess because I made a mess. Although it doesn't really matter because I'm going to add a tiny bit of glitter, so it'll just adhere to that excess. Let's see. Got these ones for here. Alright, then from the puffy stickers, I took one of the hearts. These are the pumpkin and spice puffy stickers. So I took one of those hearts for each tag and then one of these hearts for each tag. And so I stuck a big heart down here, tiny heart up there where I had ripped the paper. Go ahead and put this one here. And kind of just have this one hanging out here. Then we're going to add a touch of glitter. I'm going to use prima's Art Basics Soft Matte Gel. And wherever I just want a touch of glitter, I'm going to just put it down, maybe on some of these flowers. Okay. And then I took the prima's Art Extravagance glitter set, the ebony and ivory. And again, this is one of those old things. I'm not sure if you can get it anymore. You might be able to get it on the Mixed Media Place store. So I think I took this color right here. And I love these because they just have a little shaker. And we're just going to lightly tap. Well, I guess I'm doing it a little bit more than lightly, but that's okay because I love glitter. Alright. Just gonna kind of gently, I can't really get off the excess right now because everything's still wet. But you get the idea. Okay, and last but not least, our quotes. These are from the ephemera pack from Pumpkin and Spice. And I took Fall Vibes and Pumpkin Spice Life. And I'm just going to take a tad bit of the, well, maybe too much of the 3D Matcho. And wherever you want to place it. Okay. Just put that right there. And we're done. Okay, I wasn't too bad. I was maybe 10 minutes over. So these are our tags. And again, you can add more flowers. I might have tucked some more over there, but I'm just gonna stop here. But look how gorgeous that looks. The molds, the chipboard, just that, even though it's just peeking out from there, it just looks gorgeous. Do you guys like them? Thank you so much, everyone, for spending your Friday afternoon with me. I hope you have a fabulous crafty weekend, and I will see you guys again soon. And thank you so much to Natalie for modding, and thank you all for joining me today. Okay, bye-bye.